We're good? We're good? All right, cool. 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. We're live. Tin Roof, Columbia. What's up? Wednesday, October the 13th, 2021. We're out here. We are out here. We're back taking your questions, comments, calls. It's Vandy week. It's homecoming week. South Carolina might get their first SEC win of the 2021 football season this week as they take on the hapless Commodores. Vandy, a 2-4 football team, also 0-2 in the SEC. Coming to town for this weekend. Again, I'm Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. Appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate you all tuning in. Those tuned in digitally on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch as well. Again, thank you all so much. We got a very busy day at Tin Roof in the Senate also, by the way. Little, I don't want to say concert, show, whatever it is at the Senate next door. Got some live music tonight as well, I saw. So we might be sticking around here for quite a while. But again, for the next 2 hours, you got me. Appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate you all tuning in. Again, 843-790-3377. That is the call-in number, the text number. If you're here in person, would love to take your questions, your comments, your calls, everything else. I already see Brian Dean. We got him chimed in. Picking South Carolina to beat Vanderbilt 44-3. I would take that score in a heartbeat. So, again, taking your questions, your comments, calls. We're just kicking it for the next 2 hours here from the bar, just chilling, hanging out. Tin Roof in the Vista, $3 drafts. Be sure to come out to $3 drafts. Do we even have 50-cent wings anymore? Is that a thing? Yeah, we do. Tonight we do. 50-cent wings tonight as well. I don't know. There's like a wing scarcity in Columbia. So every other week we don't have wings. Tonight, though, we got them. 50-cent wings and $3 drafts. Be sure to check that out, folks. A really, really good time. And, again, appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate Tin Roof having us out. It's crazy, man. We're already halfway through the 2021 football season. So make sure you savor it, man. Make sure you stay in the present moment and savor every day because we're already halfway through the season. And I know as much as Gamecock fans might complain and bicker and bitch and moan, if you will, really the best way to put it, you know, we spend, 9 months or so counting down the days of football. I know we start the countdown from 100 days out, and you only get 12 Saturdays, and you only get 7 of them at home, and one of those will be this Saturday as, again, South Carolina returns to Willie B for homecoming to take on Vandy. So should be a lot of fun. 4 o'clock kickoff. Of course, we'll be out at Seawells for the TSUS tailgate. Going to be a really, really good time. Would love to have you guys come out for that. Definitely make sure you're in Willie B if you've got tickets. Going to be a good time. Yours truly will be in the building. I think we're sitting section 302, I believe. 302, I think, is where I'll be. We'll be in the building. Really looking forward to it. I think me and my dad might be going, but going to be a good time. Let's see. John Gibbs, Mike Hall. I see you. John Gibbs, you ready to lock in your score, John? 28-10 is what John Gibbs says. South Carolina beating Vanderbilt. Now, for those who tune in by the way, if you didn't know, we do a daily live stream, noon to 2, this same type of setup, Monday through Friday. For those who tuned in earlier today, you already heard me talk about this. We might save this a little bit later in the show. Might save this a little bit later. The collegefootballnews.com prediction for how the game will go this Saturday. But again, we're out here, Tin Roof, $3 drafts, 50-cent wings. Make sure you tip your bartenders heavily. And again, appreciate the fine folks having us out. Sound guy Phil's in the building as well. Sound guy Phil, appreciate you. Always good to have you out. We got a text here on the text line. It says, let's see. Huge supporter of Beamer and his staff, have noticed at timeouts that Beamer isn't in or near the huddle. Do you think this could be or could become a problem, not having one voice leading the team? No, I don't think so at all. I mean, I think Shane Beamer's going to let his coordinators do his thing. I think he's going to let his coaches work. I don't see that as a problem at all. I don't see that as an issue. I think everybody knows who the head football coach is. There's no question who the head football coach is, and that is Shane Beamer. He is the voice of the football team. But, again, he's going to let his coaches, he's going to let his assistants do what they are paid to do. These are men that are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do their jobs, so he is going to allow them to do so. Let's see. Travis Hill also in here, 27-0, he says. South going to beating Vandy. Vandy still doesn't score in SEC play. Yeah, Vanderbilt, in case you didn't know, guys, again, we're talking Vanderbilt because it is Vanderbilt week. The Doors right now, 2-4 overall, 0-2 in SEC play. And I know it's against Georgia and Florida. But the Doors have been outscored in SEC play by a combined score of 104-0. They have not scored a point in conference play yet. So, seems like it will bode pretty well for South Carolina. Gamecocks are also an 18-point favorite. That also goes into your favor. So, things that have to make you feel pretty good about your chances this Saturday. Joe Anderson says, if we lose to Vandy, see, I don't even know why you'd pose this question. I don't know why you'd pose this question if we lose to Vandy. But it says, if we lose to Vandy, what do you think is in store for the program? Well, I know it's in store for the fan base. A lot of cold ones and a very, very long week next week if you were to lose to Vanderbilt. For the program, I think some changes would probably be made. I think some changes would be made for sure. Who knows, though? It's not going to happen. South Carolina's not going to lose to Vanderbilt. Again, you're an 18-point home favorite. It's not going to happen. DGD, yeah. So we're also counting down, guys. Oscar Delp, 4-star tight end, will announce his commitment tonight at 6:50. Going to do our absolute best to live stream that, broadcast out however we can do so. I know they're going, he's got his announcement on some Atlanta area news station, if you will, some Fox station. So Oscar Delp announcing, will it be South Carolina? Will it be Georgia? I don't think it's going to be Clemson or Michigan. I think it's going to come down to South Carolina or Georgia. Which of those two schools will it be? So counting into that 6:50 is when that announcement is supposed to happen. Probably I would expect it to stretch in about 7 o'clock or so. But Oscar Delp will be making his announcement, his decision tonight at his high school. So going to be interesting to see what the decision is there. And again, of course, you all know if you've been following along with Gamecocks recruiting and everything going on there, Gamecocks have been pushing for Oscar Delp. Hashtag we want Delp for months now, for months. So was it enough? Is it enough? Many don't seem very optimistic. And I will tell you, it'll be a gut punch. It'll be a gut punch if Oscar Delp does not pick South Carolina. If he does pick Georgia, just because of the buy-in from the fan base, the coaching staff, everybody. So going to be tough, but I would say this too. If Oscar Delp does indeed pick the University of Georgia, you will see probably the worst side of social media tonight. So I would advise you, stay off of Twitter, stay off of social media. If you have anything other to say than congratulations, best of luck, don't say anything at all. It's not a good look to be a grown man or woman or person tweeting at a 17-year-old about where they're going to college. So, like I said, if you're not wishing the kid best of luck, if you're not telling him good luck on your journey, whatever it is, just let it be. Just let it be. Keep it moving, whatever. My guy, did you just grow that stash out? Did you have that last week? Yeah. Rough. Pretty tough. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. We're taking your questions, your comments, your calls. We'll see if this Wednesday can get as rowdy as last Wednesday. Last Wednesday was a party, for sure. I don't know what it was. Last Wednesday was a party. Yeah. So we had Fireball flowing. So, hey, I was going to say, Peyton, the Flabango is only $5. I'll get you one if you need it. The Flabango. He don't even know what that is. Yeah. They'll educate you. Yeah, sure. They'll educate you real fast. The Flabango, yes. That is a tin roof Columbia staple. Nobody else is doing that, right? I mean, there's no other tin roof doing that, I don't even think. So, nobody expects Delp to pick South Carolina. That's totally fine. Who knows? It's totally fine. I mean, he can do it behind me, sure. Just get this thing started off on a good note. The Flabango. So what are the ingredients to the Flabango? What is it? Mike's Hard Lemonade out of a flamingo, basically. The Flabango. This is what makes this live different than anything else I do, because this would not be happening at any other time. Very good. Well done, Peyton. Well done. Tough crowd. Really tough crowd. They do. Attaboy. Good job. Hey, we got stickers, by the way, too. We got koozies for sale if you guys are interested in those. Those are fresh. Just got those in today. Just broke open the package today. Yes. On the whip. Yes. So, somebody commented, this show's always a party. Would you consider adding coherent USC news? I wouldn't. No. You can go tune in to Gamecock Central, the Big Spur, for coherent USC news. This is just a fun time. That's it. Somebody commented, we need to get the Flabango at the tailgate on Saturday. Anybody got an extra Flabango we can borrow? Does Tin Roof Columbia have a spare? That is the question. Let's see. Again, 843-790-3377. We're talking South Carolina Vandy. whatever else is on your mind as well. How about the Atlanta Braves, by the way? Any Braves fans in here? The Braves are headed to the NLCS. Peyton, you're a Braves guy, right? Oh, that's right, Mets. Well, to hell with you then. Either way, Braves are headed to the NLCS. Will it be the Giants? Will it be the Dodgers? Who knows? But Prize Picks, dude, yes. Shout out to the Prize Picks. I'm also a very big Prize Picks guy, as you know very well. So, yeah. Although I did have Morton over 5.5 and got just crushed. Got absolutely crushed. Is there a game on tonight? Is there a game on tonight? Tomorrow, okay. Yeah, Bravos are headed to the NLCS. Again, will it be Giants? Will it be Dodgers? Who knows? Who knows? Again, taking your questions, comments, calls. Let's see. Appreciate those tuned in digitally. Again, we're waiting on Oscar Delp's announcement at 6:50. 6:50, in case you're wondering. 6:50 is when he will announce and make his decision. And here's the thing, too. I would say this. If South Carolina doesn't get Oscar Delp, is it like the end of the world? No. He is a tight end. He's not a quarterback. But I think it's just because of the effort that South Carolina put into getting him and the whole We Want Delp campaign and everything. That's why it will make it sort of a gut punch if they don't get him. Savannah, so he's going live on Fox Sports in Atlanta. I would have to imagine he's going to stream it on his Instagram. I'd have to think so, but who knows? We're going to find a live stream. Trust me. We will find a live stream and watch that and see what happens. But, yeah, who knows? Will he pick Georgia? Will he pick South Carolina? I think it's between those two. I think it's been between those two for a very, very long time. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. Most Gamecock fans don't seem to be very optimistic, but when are Gamecock fans optimistic, I guess? So what difference does it make? Again, 843-790-3377. All right, I want to read this real quick. collegefootballnews.com. I always love reading these guys' projections, predictions, what they think is going to happen in the game. They released their prediction for South Carolina Vanderbilt, and the way they structure this thing is when they give these predictions, they say why one team will win, why the other team will win, and then they say what's actually going to happen. So, again, this is Pete Fuchak, who I think does an incredible job. I've been reading collegefootballnews.com since I was probably in middle school. But here we go. This is South Carolina Vandy. They say why Vanderbilt will win. It's not consistent. It's not explosive, but Vandy's offense is improving. It couldn't do anything against Georgia and Florida, but they aren't part of this program's measuring stick at the moment. They were able to run on Stanford, and the passing game got in its reps in the win over UConn. That matters to have some success even against the downtrodden. The ground game might not be doing too much, but the offensive line hasn't been too bad. The defense has been okay on third downs, at least when it's not dealing with the elite, and South Carolina isn't going to walk through the tunnel and start rolling. The Gamecocks' defense is horrendous on third downs. The passing game isn't anything great, and the turnovers are a problem. But, ... They move into why South Carolina will win the game. The Vanderbilt defense doesn't do anything to get behind the line. It all ties together. Commodores don't generate any pressure, and that means they don't come up with enough takeaways to help out an offense that desperately needs a few breaks. In this, though, it's about the other side of the ball. South Carolina hasn't seen the Kevin Harris of last year. Being banged up had something to do with it, but he's leading a nice rotation for a ground game that should be a whole lot better than it has been. This is the game where it starts to work. Overall, it's about turnovers with this offense. It has a problem with them, but the defense has been able to pick up the slack with a ton of big plays and SEC high 14 takeaways on the year. And so, ... what's going to happen? collegefootballnews.com and Pete Fuchak say Vanderbilt can't win this thing without owning the turnover margin, and it's not going to own the turnover margin. The South Carolina running game will hit 200 yards for the first time against an FBS team, and the team will win its 13th straight in the series. collegefootballnews.com and Pete Fuchak, their final score prediction, South Carolina 26, Vanderbilt 13, which, while that's a victory, I don't think a 26-13 win would satisfy the appetite of a fan base that needs a blowout. I don't think, yeah. And it's homecoming. I don't think a 26-13 W would satisfy the appetite of this fan base. Again, that's what collegefootballnews.com is saying. What do I have to say? You got to wait till Friday. That's when I'll drop my prediction. I'm not doing any guarantees this week, although technically I did say the best bet is Gamecocks minus 18. So I guess that sort of spoils my prediction. In case you missed that, we did talk gambling today. on today's podcast. I've got Gamecocks minus 18 is my best bet, guys. Again, Vanderbilt's terrible. I think Vanderbilt's just pure garbage. I'm not saying South Carolina's great. I'm not saying they're going to have all their issues and problems figured out this Saturday, but Vandy's trash. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. They've been outscored 104-0 in SEC games. That is a fact. That is not an opinion. So, I think the Gamecocks, while they've got problems, Vanderbilt has a slew of issues up there in Nashville. So, there's a reason the Gamecocks are an 18-point favorite to begin with. Great Bisbee says, don't you expect the run game to continue from the second half last week? And, yeah, one of my key matchups of the game, of course, for tomorrow, we've already done tomorrow's show. One of my key matchups is actually Kevin Harris against, and I'm going to say his name how I think you pronounce it because it's going to sound funny, and Fernie Orji is his last name, O-R-J-I. I don't know how else you would have pronounced that last name. If anybody wants to enlighten me and fill me in, so be it, but I don't know how else you say it. But their anchor position, which is like the spur in the Gamecocks defense. So he's a good player, and I think Kevin Harris, certainly you're going to lean on him again. Obviously, Kevin Harris, I think, ran for like 250 in this game last year. That's the thing, too. The 2020 Gamecocks beat Vanderbilt 41-7. So you'd certainly like to think that South Carolina should have a pretty good chance this weekend. What you got there, a little Jack and Coke, my guy? Wow, aggressive on a Wednesday. Not really, though. I mean, our Wednesday was – right. Run it back. This is the remix. Call it the remix. Oh, yeah. Right. As long as you learn from your lessons, they're never a mistake, right? That's it. Jesus. Here we go. Set the tone. Set the tone early. Cheers. Set the tone. 843-790-3377. It's funny. That's one of my keys for the game on Saturday. Set the tone. Hard not to set the tone with a fireball shot. That's for sure. Let's see. Never gets old. 650. Oscar Delp will make his decision. 650. Sven Webster says, do you mind reading the Kentucky and Georgia prediction? You might want to know what they got to say about Kentucky, Georgia. Let's see. I'm sure they've dropped that one already. Here we go. Georgia, Kentucky. I haven't read this yet, so this is going to be actually kind of interesting to me. All right, here we go. Here's what collegefootballnews.com. I might skim over it a bit. I don't want to read the entire thing. Let's see. Collegeballnews.com, Pete Fuchak. Why Kentucky will beat Georgia, which would be nuts, by the way. Kentucky's like a 23-point underdog. They say, don't melt down when things start going wrong, and they will go wrong. The intensity of Sanford Stadium, along with the NFL defensive front on the other side, helped cause penalty after penalty by Arkansas in the 37-0 Dogs win. Can't commit penalties, have any shot at Georgia, have to bring the defense, can't turn the ball over. Why Georgia will win, they say Kentucky doesn't come up with takeaways and it has a turnover problem, which, to be fair, Kentucky has turned the ball over a lot this season. Is Kentucky the third best team in the SEC? Georgia, Alabama. I mean, they beat Florida. And LSU stinks. And Auburn's just kind of there. So, but A&M, I mean, was that a flash in the pan or are they actually legit? So, Kentucky might be the third best team. I mean, they've earned that respect at this point, in my opinion. They've earned that respect. Here we go. They say, what's going to happen? Bennett has got to avoid the interceptions for Georgia. He's been great so far. Hit a few big throws in last year's 14-3 win, but he also gave up 2 picks. He's not going to be pressured into making too many big plays. Hand it off, keep the passing game conservative, and let the defense do the rest. Kentucky won't beat itself, even with a few giveaways, but it won't have the passing punch needed to pull this off. Georgia has won 11 straight in this and 13 of 14. The streak continues. CollegeBallNews.com, Pete Fuchak say Georgia 34, Kentucky 13, which would actually hit the over on the over-under, which I do not want to happen. But again, Prize Picks is where it's at. I'm not even messing with spreads anymore. By the way, funny story about Prize Picks. I got on Prize Picks, I think this morning, to see, which let's actually see if they've dropped the South Carolina over-unders. But the first name I see in the over-under for passing yards, Jake Bentley at South Alabama. You can bet on his over-under in passing yards. And I'm like, why not take the over on old Jake the Snake? He's the first name. They're playing Georgia Southern Thursday night. 232.5 for old Jake the Snake Bentley. How about Ryan? Is Ryan Helinski starting this weekend? He's listed on Prize Picks. Over under 172.5 passing yards. Rutgers. Ryan Helinski, way under. Forever to 3. No, I don't see Luke Doty on here. I see Connor Bazelak. They got others. I don't know. They don't have us. Weird. And they knew we were playing Vandy, right? I'll tell you this. Wow. Hey, over under rush yards. You can get Jake Bentley half a yard. Does he rush for positive yardage? Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it has to. It has to. Of course it does. Has to count sacks. Ryan Helinski, over under rush yards, -7.5. -7. How could you have a negative rush yard total for your over under? If the offensive line just keeps him upright, he hits the over. How is that even possible? God, that's so funny. Isn't it wild? There are 2 quarterbacks on the Prize Picks plays that used to play for us that don't play for us anymore. That's wild. I mean, how many other schools have that many guys who have left and are going playing elsewhere? Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I cannot promise we'll be live for 2 straight hours tonight. That was pretty wild last week. It really was. But we might do it. I don't know. The conversation last week was so entertaining, honestly, that I didn't even mind it. So, hey, if it's that entertaining, if it's that lit again, I'll do it. I'll do it. Liddy in the city. That is it. Columbia, the city that never sleeps. City of dreams, the concrete jungle. What a place it is. Hey, we got a show going on next door at the Senate. A little YouTuber apparently putting on a show. That's what Sound Guy Phil said, so don't shoot the messenger. I don't know. YouTubers have events now like that, like selling out arenas and all that. Crazy. I mean, they're playing Georgia. Wan'Dale Robinson over under 58.5 or 2. I mean, he's their guy. He's their guy, but Georgia also knows that he's their guy. So, I just feel like Georgia's going to bracket him to death. I mean, maybe all it takes is one big play for him, And I will say this. This is what I wanted to say. I love Nick Muse. I'm not going to hold it against him, but I had Luke Doty over under 177.5 passing yards. And I think Doty finished at 165, 167. And I thought to myself, man, if Nick Muse just catches that ball over the middle, we hit the over. It really unforced him. Really unfortunate, truly. Oh, well. And I bought Nick Muse's shirt. I don't know, what's the passing touchdowns? Okay. Spencer Sanders, what, Oklahoma State?
Yeah, they're playing Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who's Oklahoma play this week? That's the game you need to look at. Oklahoma's going to have the hangover. Spencer Rattler to USC. Transfer portal. Come on home, baby. Come play for Coach Beamer. TCU? Nah. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see more from Muse for sure. The Big Nick Energy, the Big Nick Energy shirt. I was rocking that today. By the way, I don't know if you guys said that, or if you said it. If you saw Marcus Satterfield speaking to the media today, and of course, one of the big topics of conversation from Saturday's game was the goal line play in which Jordan Birch, and you were there in person. I can't even fathom what you were thinking. Right. Jordan Birch tries to throw the pass. Marcus Satterfield, speaking to the media today, he said this, and I quote, "I wish I would have gotten out of my head. If I had my do-overs, I'd run it in." Yeah, no shit. No kidding. Hey, at least he owned it. At least he owned it. He also apparently said today that the fullback is going to become a bigger part of our offense. And I wonder if that just comes from watching film from last year and saying to yourself, man, they ran the ball a lot better with a fullback. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So. Iowa? Oh, yeah, Iowa, yeah. Storming the field, winning a game where you're actually the higher-ranked team, that seems kind of a weird move to me, but whatever. Hey, if we beat Vandy, we should just storm the field. Let's $100,000 to Ray Tanner's pocket. Hey, all it takes is one, and everybody goes. Everybody follows. Except the one time the Tennessee game, the kid, got banned forever. You know, though, that video, that kid, I think it has 300,000 views. I don't know how he could monetize that. He probably can't, but God. Dude, that's what that's the next genius. See, it's already passed though. It's already happened. That would have been the genius play. Hey, I'm going to give you a TSUS shirt, storm the field, take a video and make sure you get the shirt, the logo. Free marketing. I'll bail you out. However much, I'll bail you out. Yeah, it looked like y'all took over Knoxville, man. Look like y'all took over Knoxville. So, I don't know. Somebody commented it's not worth the fine. I think A&M's AD was very happy to pay that fine when A&M beat. Which, it's crazy, though, how easy it seemed like they stormed the field. It's so easy. Just let them do it. Why not? Let them do it again. 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. But like I said, we're probably not going to go 2 straight hours, but we're kicking it here at Tin Roof, taking your questions, your comments. It is Vandy week. It's homecoming. We're having a good time out here, chilling. Wednesday nights in the city. You never know what might happen. You never know what might happen. So, who knew Wednesdays in Columbia were so rowdy? Who knew? See, they laugh, but they don't know what we did last Wednesday night. They don't know. Actually, J-Mo does. J-Mo does. I never knew karaoke night could be so outrageous. Yeah. Never knew it could be so outrageous. So. Oh, Lindsay Hagler says she's not okay with storming the field against Vandy. Obviously, it was a joke, but it would be funny. No, we would be like the laughing stock of college football. Took a vote. Not okay with it. Not okay with it. Again, guys, like I said, I took Gamecocks minus 18 is the best bet. I think South going to just – listen, while we have problems, we have issues, deficiencies, imperfections, we're not Vanderbilt. South Carolina's not even close to Vanderbilt. I'll tell you this, too. Nobody, and I mean nobody, needs a better week of gambling in the SEC gambling picks than yours truly. I went 12-2 week 1. Since then, we are 16-25 since week 1. So, this is where the rubber meets the road, okay? This is where the rubber meets the road, and you find out, what are your picks going to do this weekend? I feel good about them. I'm going to read them off here to you. I've also got to make the graphic while I do this. See, this is what I was telling sound guy Phil earlier in the show. What I love about this, how this show has evolved at Tin Roof, is we're very buttoned up in the podcast and the daily live stream. This is just like a big party, so it's totally fun. It's all good. It's all good. So, Arkansas against Auburn. What do you like, Peyton? Arkansas, Auburn. Arkansas, a 4-point favorite. Over-under set at 54. I've been riding Auburn a little. Dude, I was one of the few that took Auburn plus 3.5 at LSU, and they won up straight up. I took the under last week in the Georgia game. That hit. So I've been doing well in Auburn games. I like Arkansas also. Tough loss in overtime in Oxford. What a game that was, by the way. My God. What a game that was. I think Arkansas bounces back in a big way. Auburn, Bo Nix on the road, no Nix. Bo Nix is no Nix on the road. I mean, Bo Nix in general is cheeks, but on the road he's ultra cheeks. So I love Arkansas. Sam Pittman will have his team ready to bounce back. Here's an interesting one. LSU, Florida. This game is in Tiger Stadium. Okay? Tigers are an 11-point dog. Florida coming off of a, 48-0 win over Vandy or whatever. Who cares what the score was? LSU's desperate. Ed O's about to lose his job, straight up, right? And so you will find out whether LSU has any heart left for their coach. And so you say he'll get fired this weekend. I got LSU covering the 11. I'm not saying they're going to win. I have to think, though, LSU's got one last-ditch effort for their head coach. I have to think so. I got to think so, man. And it's at LSU. Come on. I mean, I hear you, but I got to think they've got one last-ditch effort to save Ed O's job. Which it's crazy how in college football, how quickly that can happen. He won the national title in 2019. Now he's about to get fired. You think? See, and that shows you, and I don't mean to like dog South Carolina, but that shows you the difference in like a program. Because if South Carolina, if we ever had a coach win a national title, we wouldn't touch him forever. Forever. You can leave whenever you want. We weren't touching Spurrier. That's a good point. We would have let Spurrier come back in 2016. No questions asked. Could have lost to Citadel same way. Would have let him come back. No doubt. I'm not saying that's wrong, but that's just the reality. Mizzou A&M. This game in Missouri. A&M coming off the emotional win over Bama. A&M a 9.5-point favorite. Over set at 60.5. I understand where this can be a game where you think on the road, A&M off the emotional upset, they're going to be flat. Bro, I've been betting on Mizzou like the last 3 weeks, and they just continue to not show up. I refuse to lose any more money on the backs of the Missouri Tigers. They're trash. They're dog. They'll get whipped again. Yes. Why wouldn't I just thought, okay, Mizzou's going to bounce back. They're not that bad. You know what, folks? They are, though. They are that bad. Yeah, I think South Carolina can very realistically win that game. Yeah. Very realistically win that game. So I got A&M covering the 9.5. Georgia, Kentucky. Georgia, a 23-point favorite. Over set at 44.5. Maybe Kentucky does cover, but the play of the season, every Georgia game, just take the under. I mean, I don't know. I think he's got an abdominal something, whatever. I got under 44.5. To me, that's the easy play. Mississippi State, Alabama. Bama's a 17-point favorite. The over-under set at 57.5. Poor Mississippi State. That has to be on the end of that. You do not want to play a mad Nick Saban and a mad Alabama. I can't even imagine practice for the Bama players this week. Can't even imagine it. Bama, you know, we say Cox by 90. It's really Bama by 90 this week. They will crush Mississippi State. Calzada's a dude, man. Calzada's a dude, for real. Finally, Tennessee, Ole Miss. Ole Miss, a 3-point favorite. This game in Knoxville, by the way. Night game in Knoxville. Sold out, 102,000 strong. Ole Miss, a 3-point favorite. Over instead of 81. By the way, how is Neyland? Is it? It's loud, right? I mean, it's pretty loud. Yeah. You got to give credit where credit's due. It's loud. Right. Electric environment for a noon game. Yeah. Meanwhile, we got Vandy at 4, and it'll probably be 40,000 people there. So, yeah, thank God for a 4 o'clock kickoff. Haven't had a home noon game yet. Not even mad at it. Not mad at it. Either way, though, 3-point spread. Tennessee, Ole Miss, 81. I've got the over the 81. Most fun game of the weekend. Yeah. Dude, Tennessee can score. You know what would be great for Gamecock Nation is if Tennessee went out there and just blew them out. It'd be like, okay, you know what? We lost to a pretty good team that's ahead of schedule. I love the over, though, because, I mean, Ole Miss might score 50. They probably will score 50. So, Josh Travis, if we can beat Vandy and Missouri, right? Vandy, Mizzou, which remaining game do we have the best chance to win and go bowling? It's got to be Clemson. Auburn, but I almost there's a sick part of me that hopes we're 5-6 going into the last weekend. Really, there really is. I hope we're 5-6 going into the Clemson weekend because Clemson's going to continue to sputter. They're going to continue to struggle. They're not very good this year. So it'll be the most interesting game in the rivalry in who knows how long. 2014. So, yeah. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. J-Mo, shake it, babe. Shake it. Shake and bake. Ricky Bobby. Oscar Delp, 6:50, a little bit over an hour. He'll make his decision. Hey, and I'll tell you this. People ask me, where is he going? What do you think? Hey, whatever he picks, it's his decision. We'll find out what kind of character he has, and that's totally fine either way. What's more important to you, playing time or winning a ring? And whatever you pick, totally fine. I got nothing but well wishes for you. For South Ghana, we need to get some wide receivers, some playmakers. Yeah. Landon Sampson, I think, probably is the day one starter for sure. But yeah, Delp, 6:50 tonight. He'll make his selection. When? I mean, now? I mean, he won't play. He'll be gone. Yeah. Dak Joyner moving positions, or that's done. That's done. I love Dak, but almost for his sake, I can't wait until he graduates because people just keep trying to find ways to get him involved, and it's just like it's a lost cause. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah. No, that play calling on the goal line was the most abysmal thing I've ever seen. There's no question. The most abysmal thing I've ever seen. No justifying it. No getting around it. Terrible. Yeah, Cam's actually one of my key matchups. Cam Smith against Cam Johnson on Saturday. They got some pretty decent wide receivers. Ken Seals, their quarterback, he's thrown 5 touchdowns, 7 picks. So you hope that you can get the ball off of him. And you forced an SEC high you've gotten an SEC high 14 takeaways. I think it's an SEC high like 10 interceptions. Jalen Foster with 4 of his own. Jalen Foster's playing out of his freaking mind. So at this point, yeah, how do you not draft Jalen Foster? I mean, measurables, whatever, but I mean he's Coach Simpson 2.0. Again, J-Mo coming in the clutch. We'll probably take this one, then take a 5-minute break. So cue the music. But, Dylan want him. There shouldn't be a single offensive lineman gets any name call for anything other than to run an extra sprint or something. I don't know. Yeah, seriously. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. You can call the number, text them. Appreciate Tin Roof in the Vista having us out, having a real good time. 50-cent wings, $3 drafts, the best bartenders in Columbia. Love to see it. Love to see it. Tip your bartenders 7 night. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to take a quick, what'd they used to say, like a smoke break? Quick smoke break? Go rip a heater real quick. Let's go rip some heaters. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Here we go. That was perfect timing, by the way. Like we were at like 1 second on the countdown. We just, boom, here we go. Again, 843-790-3377. That's how we get paid the big bucks to do it. Out here live at Tin Roof in the Vista, taking your questions, comments, calls. It is Vandy week, homecoming in the City of Dreams. Homecoming for the Gamecocks. You'd like to think there'll be a pretty big crowd this weekend because everybody's going to come back in town. And yeah, you think so? Yeah, downtown will be lit? I don't know. We'll see. Adam Ritter says, if we don't beat Vandy, Panic Ritter will have to call into the show. You know, there's many of you I see comment and go into my mentions. I would love for you to comment in the show. That call into the show, I should say. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. Side note, Twitter is experimenting with a dislike button or a downvote or whatever, however you want to phrase it. They're experimenting with a downvote button. He says keep the ratios. Here's how I view it, though. Finally, a button to let the slapdicks know they're slapdicks. That's it. That's all we need. Because there'd be nothing worse than going to your tweet and seeing like -5 likes. Oh, man. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing that would be for so many out there. Jamie, we got to get you some Beamer Ball merch. So we got to get you some TSUS merch. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude, I'll bring it in next week. I got you. You want the dad hat, the trucker hat? We're taking orders here. Taking orders at the old Tin Roof. Yeah, I can see that. See, you've been more of a trucker guy. I saw like very. I didn't read them. I didn't read them. Let's see. Yeah, the fair is here. The fair's in town. Fair started today. South Carolina State Fair. We're planning on going. I'm actually probably going to plan on going Sunday or Monday, something like that. So might have a hot date. You never know. Never know what. TSUS moves in silence like lasagna. Right. Cool. Fill in the blank. Again, 843-790-3377. Oscar Delp announcing in about an hour from now. Where will he go? South Carolina or Georgia? South Carolina or Georgia, where will he go? Hey, nice polo. Very good. Everybody was in Knoxville except for me. By the way, I will say this. Those who maybe are tuned in digitally, I don't know about anybody here, but everybody that came out to the Carolina Ale House watch party in Summerville, appreciate y'all. That was a blast. That was a really, really good time. We will be in Greenville, South Carolina next weekend for the A&M game, downtown Greenville. We were there for the ECU game, had a blast, just thought it made sense to go back. Texas A&M, a 7:30 night game kickoff, which I got to say I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is, and you play when you play, and oh well, so be it. So. Black jerseys. Will we ever wear black jerseys again? I don't think this weekend because Vandy will definitely wear black. I highly doubt it. I think we go white, garnet, white this weekend. I'd be shocked if we didn't. So I think Beamer is just making it a point. He's very. I liked the white garnet other than the score. Loved the white garnet. So yeah, but. I don't know. Maybe black jerseys will come back. Maybe for Clemson, a little night game Clemson. Pull the old. That'll be the week they post a battle armor and it's white, garnet, white, and then all of a sudden we just come out all black. So, Back in Black by AC/DC starts playing. Then we'll accordingly lose by like 40 probably if we do that. So, don't wear it. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't mind if Carolina never wore a colored helmet ever again. Really. I think the white helmet is so far superior to any other helmet we wear. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we never wore a white or a colored helmet ever again. See, I disagree. I like the old striping. I don't know. I think I'm biased because again I watched South Carolina win the biggest games in school history and had the best teams in school history with this helmet. 2 garnet stripes and a black stripe in the middle. I don't know. Whatever. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out. But just pick something. Just pick something and stick with it. I just don't want to see South Carolina changing jerseys every year. That's it. That polo does look good on you, man. Fit well? Better than the large. I can't even see it. That's fine. Well, now you got to get the black one. There's a black one, yeah. That's on, yeah. Dude, we got that on T-shirts and everything too. Yeah, that was one of the first ever logos ever made. I made that in like January 2018, or no, excuse me. It was January 2019 because we got the LLC in November of 2018. So it was like January of 2019 I made that. And no, yeah, it was like the Cox bar hats. I was like, let's make that but TSUS and have the Spurs Up show. So, all right, we got a call here. Let's see. Let's check in and see who this is. Let's see. Robbie, our good buddy Robbie. All right, let's go. Robbie, fire off with your question and we'll answer it off air. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing all right. I was just wondering, would you be okay with us wearing, say, the Black Magic jersey? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't mind. I have no problem with alternates. That's what I mean. Like, I don't, when I say, I know I said get rid of the colored helmets. I have no problems with wearing true alternates, but like I'm not a fan of the crazy wacky combos that we did in a Muschamp, where it was just like some of the combos didn't even make sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you want to be like, hey, this week we're
combos I did like some of the combos, like the black, the garnet black garnet. I like that. But honestly, if I could choose one alternate, I would totally rock the '84 jersey.
Yeah, no, those are fire. Those are fire. Yeah, those are fire.
I mean, that's the best team you've had in that was if not the best team ever in Carolina history. Okay.
I will tell you this. I'll tell you this. Even though the Troy game, it wasn't a blowout. I swear though, every time I see us wearing white garnet, I'm like it's almost like, you know how you play a video game and you get like certain power ups. I'm like, I feel like when we wear that uniform combo, like we automatically get like 10% better. That's what it feels like in my brain. That's what I think. It's like I look at us. I'm like, all right, I'm 10% more optimistic than I would be if we were wearing normal jerseys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
No, I'm related to some weird people, but you ain't weird.
Fair enough.
Compared to some of my relatives.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like I said, I would love to see us rock the '84 jerseys. I would love to. That would be awesome.
I would have rocked them against Kentucky personally, but whatever.
I feel like they're waiting for the precise moment to do so, in my opinion. But I don't know. It is what it is. If it was me, I'd either do it this weekend or I might even do it for the Clemson game, just for the hang of it.
Yeah, why not? I like it. Robbie, appreciate it. Always love some good uniform talk, my friend.
But I do actually like our original helmets. I actually have one in my room right now as we speak.
Nice.
I like the original helmets.
Love that.
I don't care what we wear as long as we win. I don't care. But
That's a good point.
If I could, I'd have us rock the '84 jersey. That's all.
Yeah. No, I feel the same, man. I feel the same. Robbie, I appreciate the call, my friend. Take care. I appreciate you.
All right. You too, man.
Yep. Thanks so much. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know, I thought I had a hookup to a helmet. Hasn't come through yet. The plug hasn't come through, and I just refuse to pay $350 for a damn helmet. Jesus Christ! I mean, it's fine with me. I'm not complaining. Am I? Just hey, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't drink a lot watching the Tennessee game Saturday, so this is just like the Tennessee score is finally hitting me across the face. So, you remember when I said in the preseason South Carolina was going to get punched in the mouth? Well, boy, we got punched in the mouth, curb stomped, desecrated on everything. The whole nine. Just a casual night at Tin Roof. That's it. We just had a casual night at Tin Roof. That's it. Yeah. So, some nights you're the hammer, some nights you're the nail. Cheers to South Carolina scoring 30 points. How about that? 30 points. Just 30. That's it. Whether that be 5 defensive touchdowns or 30 points. Just give me 30 points. And you were there. You were in Knoxville at Tennessee. Okay. Very hard to watch the game at Williams-Brice. I mean, I'll probably feel far away this weekend because my seats are the 26th row of the upper deck. So, which won't matter though, because again, I highly doubt there's 80,000 in the building this weekend. So I'm sure I'll be able to just kind of mosey my way down. Whether digitally or in person, where's my Section 305 crowd out? That's where I'll be. Section 305. Mr. 305. Worldwide. 26th row of the 305 section. That is where we will be. We'll be at Seawell's probably right at 11. Right at 11. Right at 11 we'll be there. Again, 843-790-3377. Brian Alexander says he's going to guarantee 30 this week. I'll tell you what, I don't think I'm going to do any more guarantees this season. I don't know if it was me talking last week or something else. We'll put it that way. Yeah. I just didn't give a damn. So you know what? We're doing it. We're beating Tennessee. Ronald Wade Burton says, getting a good beat down builds character. Indeed. Humble thyself. Humble thyself, young buck. By the way, for those in attendance, or digitally too, but new merch dropping. Probably drop it tomorrow. And I say new merch, I mean, it is new merch, but all of the Beamer Ball, Shane Storm, basically everything we have right now in hoodie, long sleeve, sweatshirt form, that time of year. And I'll tell you this, I got a couple pieces I ain't going to drop quite yet to you. The first time you'll see them is when I'm wearing them. My guy Peyton might see them tonight. They're fine. I mean, they are. I don't have them yet. They are fire. They're fire. I mean, just pure fuego. So we got some cool pieces. Yeah, Brian Alexander, TSUS.store. Huge merch guy. You can also get these on there. TSUS.store. How much crap did you get for the South Carolina shirt in the student section? Yeah? They got you? A lot of Tennessee fans know who the Spurs Up Show is now for good or bad reasons. Oh, because Tennessee was wearing black. Yeah. Yeah. See, at some point, which I think this point will be next season. What I'd like to do at some point is just go into every single game day and get like 1,000 T-shirts printed, and it just says "Bad day to be a whatever team we're playing." Just give them out. Got 1,000 when they're gone, they're gone. Bad day to be a Vol. Here you go. You can rock these in the game. That's it. Bad day to be a cold beer. Just we could make 10,000 of those. We'd give them all away. Everybody would take a T-shirt. What would you want South Carolina to do? Tennessee's got checker. What do you want Carolina to do? Go win a football game. Yeah, exactly. This is what I always ask people. Who are you really mad at? Who are you when they come at me, it's like, who are you really mad at? You're not mad at me, right? I'll take it, but you're not mad at me. He said he's mad at his dad for making him a Carolina fan. God. Lame Pops. The chances of beating Clemson? I'd say 50-50 right now. Is that too high? No, dude, Clemson's bad. Clemson's kind of trash this year. Maybe it's 70-30 right now. 30%. There's a long time before that game. I selfishly, even if Carolina doesn't win, I selfishly hope Clemson continues to struggle. Number one, because I hate them. But number two, just because it'd be so great for content. Like this will be the most interesting Carolina-Clemson game in years. I mean, most of the time we're having to go in a rivalry week, you know. Who likes waking up or chilling on Sunday watching the NFL and then all the spreads drop and it's like, oh yeah, Clemson is open as a 24.5-point favorite over South Carolina. It's like, while you're optimistic, you're like, there's no chance we win the game. Like, none. There ain't no team ever opened up as a 24-point favorite that had an actual chance to win the game, you know? So, Brian Alexander just asked, what position does Delp play? If you're asking that now, like, just don't even worry about it. 650, yeah. I'm going to do whatever I can to have it streaming. I would assume he's going to go live on IG. He's actually announcing live on Fox something in Atlanta. So I don't know how the hell I can pull that up, but if y'all know, let me know. Bro, I got people adding me from mention on Snapchat. Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? That's it. No chance, he says, Carolina lands Oscar Delp. Well, shut it down. Close the Mac. We're done. Close it down. Close it down. Shots of water for me and all my friends. The entire bar. Shots of water. Again, 843-790-3377. It is homecoming weekend. Homecoming weekend at Williams-Brice at South Carolina. Is that a special weekend, you think, for Gamecocks? I mean, does it matter? Like, is homecoming weekend different than any other weekend for Gamecock fans? I know for some schools, like, homecoming is like the mecca, like, you know. Because you went to USC, correct? Yeah. Do you care that it's homecoming? I mean, does it matter? No. No, homecoming it's just for like a time for all the alumni to come back. It's supposed to be, I guess. Yeah. I'll tell you, when I was at Newberry, I thought homecoming was lit, personally. All the old players and all that would come back in town, and yeah. So, again, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. James Kendall, more likely we get Delp. Or here's a great question, James Kendall. More likely that we get Oscar Delp or Jordan Burch gets a sack against Vanderbilt. Jordan Burch is 15 games in without a sack in his career. Was he even on the field Saturday? That's my question. On offense, he sure as hell was. That's damn right. Damn right he was. Damn right he was. Jordan Burch was on offense, yes.
After watching the first quarter Saturday, I spent the whole second quarter waiting in line for beer.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's 28-0. I mean, dude, I wouldn't blame any a Gamecock who never wanted to travel to a road game ever again after going to Knoxville. I mean, I was sitting there at the watch party at Kona Ale House, just like, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't go. I mean, I tweeted it multiple times. I was like, I'm literally praying for the Gamecocks that made the road trip because, you know, you got to think about it. What goes into it? Gas, food, lodging, tickets, wear and tear on your vehicle, going out, parking, concessions, and then your team gets their teeth kicked in within 15 minutes? Come on. There's a lot of ways to spend money in 2021. And it ain't got to be watching your team go down 28-0 in the first quarter. I can tell you that much right now. The D-line alternates, yeah. It's like hockey where it's like they're putting out different lines and all that. Yeah. I thought MJ Webb played pretty well. Yeah. Zach Pickens literally said, he was like, we've never seen that before. This week he said that. Now, let me not put words in his mouth. Let me this is what Zach Pickens said about the hurry up offense. Here we go. Zach Pickens said on Tennessee's up-tempo offense, quote, it was something we've never seen before. So there you go. I don't know what that means. Just telling you what did you hear what Marcus Satterfield said about Jordan Burch's the pass? He didn't say it. Actually, I respect Satterfield for what he said. Satterfield said, and I quote, I wish I would have gotten out of my head. If I had my do-overs, I'd run it in. So, no kidding. I respect it. You ever played Madden, Coach? Because even on Madden, that would have been an absurd call. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, ask Corso. Ask Corso. But this is asking Corso like the Corso that's now on game day, not the coherent Corso. Yeah. The people, so let me ask you this. Do you feel like there are a lot of people calling for Shane Beamer? And are there a lot, from what you're hearing, like, lot? No, okay. Because I went on a little bit of a rant today, and I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it, but. Do what? Satterfield, right, yeah. It's Satterfield, for sure. Tanner Land says, Delp is coming to Carolina, Chris. Beamer's changing the culture around him, and it starts with Delp. I'd love to see it. Starts with Spencer Rattler. Bro, the amount of Rattler, DH Gate, Carolina jerseys you would see around Columbia would be staggering. Truly staggering. Who? Oklahoma. OU. He hadn't left yet. Spencer Rattler, he was just playing Saturday for Oklahoma. Not yet. Hadn't hit the portal yet. Newberry Homecoming? Fire. Yeah, fire. Hit that house in the woods. What happens in the house in the woods stays in the house in the woods. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. I remember when I played there. It's this weekend? No, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. I got asked by one of the fraternities that joined their frat. I was like, I like partying with y'all. I don't want to do any of the other stuff. None of it. None of it. I promise you that. You got the wrong one. You think you're going to talk to me the way you talk to your whoever. See, that's just stupid. Shotgunning 4 Locos. That's a bad idea. Let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3337. Sending collegefootballnews.com, picking the Gamecocks to beat Vandy. 26-13. And like I said, I just wouldn't satisfy me, that's for sure. A 13-point victory over Vandy would not say. I just feel you have to cover. I think you have to cover. You have to cover the 18. To come out of Vandy feeling like, okay, we can make something out of the second half of the season, you got to cover. You got to cover. I think East Carolina and Troy would both beat Vandy. I really do. I think J-Mo would beat Vandy. J-Mo on his golf grind today with the hat. Yeah. Piping 400-yard drives. I know. They lost to East Tennessee State 23-3. I know. I recall that very well. Yeah? Golf team? I would assume they're kicking ass. I don't know. I mean, they're good. By the way, quick reminder, Friday, Madness on Main basketball. Like, it's our version of March Madness, or like Midnight Madness, I guess. Madness on Main downtown. Frank Martin and Dawn Staley going to have their teams out there. So I'm planning on going. Should be a good time. You know what I noticed, by the way? No Kirk in the building tonight. No Kirk. Yeah. Slacking tonight. Something. The vibe's off somehow. The vibe was off. You could tell the vibe was off. Right? Maybe it's better. No, I'm just kidding. He's done. Kirk's done. The streak's over. The streak's over. I'll tell you, man, I really, really, truly, genuinely respect people like Kirk Hollingsworth, because I'll tell you, you think about it. He's been going to every game since 92. The amount of bad football that man has watched is unprecedented. Truly. It's unprecedented how much bad football he's seen. So. Oh, I'm definitely going to Nashville, yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
What do you think about Kentucky being where they are right now? That they should be getting that much better throughout the year. I know we all look like Alex thinking we should have won that football game, but now being 6-0. Are they lucky? Do you really see a lot of them play out of that football?
Kentucky. So you're asking me, am I a believer in Kentucky? They're a solid football team. Yeah, I think they're a solid football team. I mean, dude, you're not 6-0 by chance, by luck. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you win 1, maybe 2, but, I mean, they beat Carolina at their place. They beat Florida. They beat LSU. I mean, at some point, you got to give somebody their due. You know what I mean? How would we feel if we were 6-0 and people were saying the same thing about us? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, granted, they are they, you know, are they a legit contender for the playoff? No. Are they going to beat Georgia? No, they're not. But I mean, Kentucky's a 9-win team this year, I think. Hell, I picked them 8-4 in the preseason, but I also didn't pick them to start 6-0. So I mean, bro, they might win 10 games, which is nuts. Unfortunately, bro, Kentucky and South Carolina have swap places in the East, like where we used to be. And yeah, I hate to say that, but it's until you beat them, it's true. Mullen, I think's okay. It looks like we might have we've got a live link to Fox 5 in Atlanta. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Oscar Delp choosing between Carolina, Georgia, Clemson, and Michigan. And if he doesn't go to Carolina, I hope he goes to Michigan. That's all I'm gonna say. Go Big Blue. You know what I mean? Just go to Michigan. Okay. James Kendall, thank you for sending that link, my friend. Thank you, James Kendall. Monica says thoughts on Carolina Clemson. Yeah, I like I said, I think it'll be the most competitive Carolina Clemson game in quite some time. At least right now, who knows? Clemson could go off on a run and beat us by 30 again. Who knows? More competitive. 14? 37-32. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see many people again.
How much farther ahead is Boston College and NC State than Clemson? Than us? Oh, well, good point. How about Wake Forest being undefeated? That makes just no sense. No. Clemson's shot at the playoffs done. I know. I'm saying Clemson's shot at the playoffs done. Yeah. So, looks like the boys are gearing up for a big night. 10 roof, 50-cent wings. How are the wings? Oh, yeah, tenders, right. Yeah, they got 50. The wings are back tonight. 50-cent wings are back. I know. 50-cent wings are back. $3 drafts have always been back. Who's back of the week? 50-cent wings. Bro, you never know. You never know. I had to ask JMO if they had them. He said yes. I mean, sometimes you got them. So that's the Russian roulette you play at 10 Roof Columbia. You know what I mean? So, Adam Ritter says, how confident are you that Carolina will win? I'm not making guarantees on a Wednesday again. I'm not doing it because I did that last week, and I'm not doing that again. I was on one last week. I really was. I was on one. Yeah. But I've already given my best bet, Gamecocks minus 18. So it kind of spoils the prediction. I'm obviously not picking Vandy to win the game, but I feel like that's an obvious. Like, if we lose to Vandy, I'll fire myself. How about that? If we lose to Vandy, you might see a repeat of the Fire Muschamp video from the UNC game. But it'll be Satterfield. He shouldn't have a place to sit tonight in Columbia. His lake house on Lake Murray? Forget it. No, sir. You want to improve this USC program? Fire Marcus Satterfield right now. Dude, that should be, you know how they have like the Tebow statue and like his speech? That should be like, I need to get that like framed and put in the studio. That's like the speech that started it all. The demise of Will Muschamp. Slapdick. I know. We got a Tennessee fan in the chat, by the way, just chirping away. He says, you're sitting there really with a straight face telling us Carolina want to make 13 wouldn't satisfy you. You guys are horrid offensively. You should be happy if you won by 10. Bulls are better than you. You were literally in the chat either this morning or yesterday. On the other side, do what? No, it's Bulls are better than you. That's his YouTube name. He was literally in the chat, though, today or yesterday, playing the other side, being like, oh, you got to be more positive, this, that. Bulls are better than you. That's how I know you're just here for the comment, bro. You're just here for the interaction. You're just here for the, stoke the fire. Like, come on. Be consistent with the energy. Tennessee, they might go 0-4 the next 4. Yeah. 1-3 probably best case. Yeah, 1-3 best case. For sure. 843-790-3377. Prize Picks just sent me something. Appreciate those who have signed up for Prize Picks. 112 all-time signups using the TSUS promo code. Appreciate y'all. Todd Smith, what's up, my friend? Appreciate it. Vols are better than you, said Oscar's a dog. You know what? Nothing will be worse, though, than Trevor Lawrence not being a volunteer when he literally wanted to be. Grew up watching Peyton Manning, loved Peyton Manning. Didn't go. Tough. What? Arch? Nah, he won't go there. But unfortunately, he'll probably go to Georgia, which will be just, God, it'd be brutal. That'd be brutal. Arch Manning? I don't know. Where is Arch Manning from, technically? Six and 6 next year, you think? Todd Smith just super chatted $5. Said, have a beer on me. How about Todd Smith? What a guy. What a legend. Good job, Todd. Attaboy. Attaboy. Appreciate you, Todd Smith. Again, yeah, 650. Oscar Delp will commit. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3337. Just hanging out here at Tin Roof, having a good time. Homecoming weekend in Columbia. What does that mean to you? Anything? Anybody care? 5 points will be lit. Okay, fair enough. There's the feedback from the crowd. 5 points will be lit. It means, what does homecoming mean to you? It means everything. Oscar Delp. Going to be a gut punch if he doesn't pick Carolina. I will say that. Going to be a gut punch. Going to be tough. Going to be tough. But he may not. And if he doesn't pick USC, I would suggest staying off social media for like the next 24 hours because it'll be ugly. Again, 843-790-3377. Guys, we're going to take another 5-minute break. Sound guy, Phil. 5-minute break. We'll take 5. We'll hang out for a sec. We'll come back. Again, we're going to talk for a little bit, about 15 minutes or so, that we're going to tune in to Oscar Delp's announcements, see where he's going. Will it be Carolina? Will it be Georgia? Maybe Michigan, Tennessee. I doubt it, but I think Carolina or Georgia are going to pick between those. And we'll see what happens. So who knows? Again, 843-790-3377. You can call that number, text that number, everything else. We're out here at Tin Roof in the Vista. 50-cent wings, $3 drafts. Got a hell of a night lined up. We got a show at the Senate, live music at 10 o'clock, 10:30, I think. Going to be a good time. Let's take 5. Back in a few. Appreciate it. We're getting too good at this, sound guy Phil, as the countdown went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 6:30. We're 20 minutes away from Oscar Delp's announcement. Will he choose South Carolina? Will he choose Georgia? All I know is I choose Tin Roof on a Wednesday night, and every other night for that matter. That is the thing. I'll tell you this. Tin Roof stays lit. So if you need somewhere to go, Tin Roof stays popping. A lot of that's got to do with the efforts of Corey, Grassi, Talon working his tail off back there. Talon, the Instagram master, getting people to the bar, all his funny graphics and memes and hey, baby need new shoes, he says. That's it. Folks at Tin Roof working hard. Love to see that. Again, 843-790-337. 750-cent wings, $3 drafts. They can't guarantee you many things, but they can guarantee you a good time. Not here for a long time. They're here for a good time. That's it. Favorite liquor drink, he says. Well, I'm not proud to say it, but I'll drink anything, first off. Actually, I am proud to say it. I guess it depends on the occasion. You can ask Peyton here. It was a bad night to be a vodka Red Bull last week. Horrid night. Have been a whiskey guy my entire life, but I get a little too loose on the whiskey, so I'm kind of phasing more towards the vodka. I like tequila, like margaritas. I like Jaeger. So if you were looking for one set answer, it just depends on the vibe, man. It really does. God, here we go again. What does that say? What's the last word? Oh, Father. Faja. All right. Again, we've got the Fox 5. I'll tell you this. If Oscar Delp picks South Carolina. Well, listen, here's the thing. People have asked that, like, what about, is Oscar Delp, like, really worth the hype? I think what's happened is just we want Delp really just turned into a movement. So at this point, it's like, he's a 4-star tight end. And I'm going to just say this right now, and you can be upset and whatever. Oscar Delp is like, we're selling out for Oscar Delp. Where do you think Oscar Delp ranks on the priority list for Georgia prospects? Is he in the top 10 of most wanted for Georgia? He's not their top guy. I promise you he's not. And I'm not even saying that to disrespect the kid, but that's just the reality. So, but it's just turned into a thing. Let's get a guy that Georgia wants, right? Because they want him. And they might get him. But it's like, why don't we get him instead? That's all I'm saying. Over under $50 on the tab. He picks Carolina. The tab was more than 50 last week. So it was. I know it was because I checked. Under. I won't allow it. Under 80 for sure. I might say under 50 too. If your card don't decline, you didn't do it right. We actually might be able to share for those tuned in digitally, we can share the feed here. Because I've got the Live 5. We're watching it. Yeah, we're going to watch it. You want to tune in? I might just tweet out my own link. Views going way up. James Kendall, shout out James Kendall, who sent the link over to us. Attaboy Todd. Delp coming up in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. By the way, guys, we got stickers to give away for free. We got koozies for sale. Check this out, my guy. You need a new mask, by the way. Mask season, right? Mask season's in. A mask for the home team. Look at this guy. Not bad, right? Phil, you like this? Pretty solid, right? You got to wear a mask. Brand it. That's it. Oh, you going to get the 4 for $5? Attaboy. Rumple shots all night long, by the way, he says. $3 rumples? $3 rumples. That's your favorite spot. We got a call on the phone lines. Wyatt. I had to make sure this wasn't a spam number. I was like, Connecticut? Really? Wyatt, fire off with your question. We'll take it off air. Go ahead.
Awesome. Long-time caller, first-time listener. I have a question about the game at FIU this weekend. Is Logan Frost going to score a goal? He's got 3 on the season. How's he going to do at FIU?
My friend, which show are you calling into?
Gamecocks football, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How's Gamecocks? How are they going to do against FIU this weekend?
In what
Logan
sport?
Frost,
In what sport are we talking about?
Football.
Oh, foosball, soccer.
Oh, my bad, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Hey, I think our soccer team's going to crush. Love the soccer team.
Is Logan Frost going to score a goal?
Yes, absolutely he will.
My man, he's got a 1.5 over/under. Should I take the over or the under?
Slam the over. He's going off.
My man, life's too short to bet the under, right?
Life is way too short to bet the under unless it's Georgia. Then you bet the under.
Always bet the under on Georgia. Those
Yes.
idiots.
At this point, always bet the under on Georgia. Yes.
My man, I appreciate it.
Yes. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And that was your daily dose of Gamecocks soccer content. I was like, who? You got your numbers crossed. I was like, there's another show out there with a Google Voice number that is very close to ours. I was like, we're not playing FIU this weekend. I can promise you. I think that had to be the guy who was like, you know what I'm saying? That had to be him. So shout out to you, my friend. Thank you. Shout out Gamecocks soccer. I rock with it. Appreciate you, Gamecocks soccer. Hell yeah, we're gonna win. Because I've done some deep analysis into that soccer game. We love soccer. T-minus 10 minutes till Oscar Dell makes his official announcement. Cue the music. I'm going to read David Wallace's comment. I'm going to preface it and say I think he's joking, but he says, fire Beamer, the guy stinks. I think he's got to be joking. It's too early on a Wednesday to kid, my friend. Here's a great question from Adam Ritter. I'll let the audience answer. What does Georgia have that we don't to get Oscar dealt? I think he's serious. Here's a better question. What does South Carolina have that Georgia doesn't? No, what does South Carolina have that Georgia does not? To land a recruit. I'm an uncommitted. I'm Oscar Dell. Sell me on why South Carolina against Georgia. Anything else? 5 points is lit. What if he's like, yeah, but I mean, downtown Athens is lit too. And it is lit. It is lit. Adam Ritter then comments, Adam Ritter commented, the cute girls. We do love each other. We do. We do. Luke Day. Hey, above all else, love. Again, 6:40 here. Fox 5 News in Atlanta. Hey, no big deal. No extreme one way or the other. If Oscar Delp commits to South Carolina, we love him. If he doesn't, we never speak of his name ever again. Deal? Deal. Okay. Fair enough.
How many recruits have already committed to football teams for 22 years? Are we at that point where half of them have and half of them haven't? Are we looking good so far?
Yeah, I mean, we're ranked 23rd. I mean, we still have like probably 10 more guys, 12 more to get. So, I mean, still kind of early. I mean, the early signing period, I mean, December, you think about it, what's crazy, December ain't that far away, which is scary. But we still got time. We got a text, by the way. Does volleyball beat Alabama this weekend? Hey, football season's over to everybody else. Does volleyball beat hell yeah, they beat Alabama. To hell with Bama. Oh, that's you. Okay. Fair enough. Volleyball is about to crush Alabama. When do they play? Saturday? It's like, you know what? We're going to go to the volleyball game instead. We're skipping football to go to the volleyball game. How long will Frank Martin be here? Well, I mean, I said after last season that I was fine with him coming back, but the expectation had to be to make the NCAA tournament this season. So, which ain't going. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I'm so torn on it, man. And again, here's the thing, though. I'm torn on it because of this. Does South Carolina really care about basketball? Like, do we actually care? Are there diehard basketball fans? And right, fair enough. We're good at women's basketball. A men's sport, yeah. We want one of the men's sports to be good. Right. So that's the thing, though, is like, I mean, we go 6-6 in football, and at this point, like, people want Beamer. You know, we're 3-3, and people are talking about fire this guy and that guy. Basketball goes 500, and nobody even bats an eye. Do we care about basketball, really, truly? Clemson's made the tournament. That honestly, and that's where I feel bad for, not bad, but like Martin loves to, and I met Martin over the summer at the Welcome Home Tour, and it was great. He's a cool dude. Like, he's awesome. But Martin loves to sell fans on, you know, we've won this many games over a 10-year stretch. We have the third or fourth best SEC record over the last 4 or 5 years. And it's like, Coach, that's all true and that's all great. But here's the thing. Fans only care about making the tournament. If you don't make the tournament, none of it matters. I don't give a damn how many SEC games you've won. Because the college basketball season, we all watch it for March Madness. Like, and so if you're not in March Madness, you didn't have a good season. So yeah, you got Florida State, you got Georgetown. We're going to know pretty quick. I think we'll know pretty quick. Yeah, I think we'll know pretty quick. Yeah, we got a text. It says, just would like a moment of silence to acknowledge how amazing the equestrian team is. Amen. Yeah, go ahead. What's the definition of turn it around? How many wins is turning it around? To get to 8 wins, that's for those tuned in again. How long will it take Beamer to get South Carolina to 8 wins? Assuming, you know, the necessary progress is made, Beamer's the higher we think he is, whatever. Probably, I think he could do it in year I think he could do it in year 3. You can be ahead of schedule. More realistically, probably year 4. Year 4. And again, that's not to say that we're going to win 4 games the next 3 years. You know what I'm saying? But to win 8 games, year 3 is sort of viewed as like the trajectory year. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, Sam Pittman's way ahead of schedule at Arkansas. Normally, though, year 3 is viewed as, okay, year 1 and 2, you kind of get, put your, dig your feet in and lay the foundation. Year 3 is when you kind of want to start to see, like, so I could see South kind of winning 4 or 5 this year, maybe 6 next year, 7 the following, and then maybe that next year you get to 8. Or maybe the third year you get to 8. I don't know. A lot of it has to do with schedule. A lot of it has to do with, obviously, quarterback, roster, whatever. But, yeah, I mean, that was the point, somebody made today, or I've been making the point of, like, give Beamer time. I'm not saying that, like, just give him forever and we don't need to see progress. Like, of course we do. Like, you can't be year 5 and be going 5-7. Like, you need to be showing – you got to be at minimum making a bowl game. At minimum. If you're just at least making a bowl game, you're keeping your head above water. Like, you can at least sell that, hey, we're just a couple pieces away. Year 1, he's going to get a pass from me. We could beat Vandy and lose all the rest of them, go 4-8. It is what it is. I hate to say it's kind of a wash, but it kind of is. It's not his roster. But, yeah, by years 3, definitely 4, definitely 5, like, you need to be winning 7-8 games for sure. So, I'd say year 4. So, I think that's fair. And win. I think Beamer needs a minimum of 5 for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And again, you got to see progress, but I mean, you got South. That was the thing. Again, I don't want to get in this whole rant that I got in earlier today. If you didn't hear it, epic rant. I might clip it and post it at some point. But what kills me is, and I might get back into the rant. What kills me is these Gamecock fans, and I saw my good buddy Tim Pops Frisbee, which there have been like 5 people commenting shotgun a beer, which I'm not going to do here on this stage. But Tim Pops Frisbee played wide receiver at Carolina, right? Good buddy of mine, Pops, went on ESPN Upstate yesterday talking about, and he's not the only one, but people already 6 games in talking about, well, Beamer's got to do this. He's got to do this by next year. He's got to win this many by, the 3rd year. And it's just like, for a program that needs stability and needs like some peace in it almost, that conversation is unhealthy. I mean, I don't understand who Carolina fans think they are. You're not a Bulldog. You're not a Wolverine. You're not a Longhorn. You're not a Trojan. You're not a Gator. You're a Gamecock. And so for the people that say, oh, we're going to allow 6-6, you're accepting mediocrity. Bro, if you're a Gamecock fan, you accept mediocrity. You do. Because your team's never won jack shit. I mean, just straight up. They haven't. Outside of a 3-4 year window and like 2 years in the 80s and 1969, giggity, you never won anything. So people that act like Shane Beamer being 3-3, we're so above being 3-3. It's like, no, he's historically exactly where we've been forever. So, like, it's year 1, man. Like, I mean, it's just, to me, it's crazy. Like, I'm not like, let's raise the expectation. I totally get it, but it's also like have some perspective. Like, Shane Beamer is doing nothing that hasn't been done here the last 100 years. So that's just, nobody bandwagons to South Carolina. Let's put it that way. That's okay, but it's the fact, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I've got the stream pulled up, guys. So when this Delp thing goes live, we'll get it rocking and rolling. Yeah, they're showing some dude powerlifting in his yard, so I don't think that's Oscar Delp's commitment. But no, I mean the point I was making today, though, man, was just, again, I think people hitting some sort of wild panic button 6 games in is just nuts. Stoops was 2-10 in year one. Yeah, they were trash for the first half of his tenure there. Yeah, that's fair. What do we have to lose? I mean, if Beamer doesn't work out, you're right back where you started. Who gives a damn? I mean, if nothing else, I'm confident Beamer won't leave the program off worse than Muschamp did. Most certainly. If Beamer doesn't succeed, I think it'll be an honest effort, and he'll hand the keys off to somebody else, and we'll just go with somebody else. But, again, to be having these conversations 6 games in, to me, is pure lunacy. I really believe that. I think it's pure. Go ahead.
Hey, do you think people are as upset with the baseball team not doing as well as they should be doing from like 2002, as looking back at the football team back when we were?
So who's more pressed, Gamecock baseball fans or football fans? Because of the success or lack thereof compared to what we saw in the heyday, basically. Who's more pressed? I think football fans, because baseball's had some pretty solid years. I mean, baseball's fallen off, but we've had some good seasons. Let's not pretend like we've just missed the postseason every year. Cheers to Delp. I don't even know. I think my audience can barely see me because I've maximized the live stream on the feed. But no, he hasn't committed yet. It's supposed to be on this Fox 5 channel here. Coming up, Oscar Delp will announce his commitments. You know what's going to happen right at 6:50. Yes, this is the live Atlanta channel. Yes. Dude, this fireball is just, woo. 3 fireball shots in one night. That's getting rowdy. Savannah Webster says, I feel nervous he's doing it on a Georgia sports channel. Well, he does live in Georgia. So, I mean, I don't know what channel he's supposed to do it on. Is this? If Delp commits to USC, I chug. If he commits to Georgia, I chug sadly. Either way, one thing remains. A chug will be coming. Yeah. Hold on, college towns, is it? Alcohol consumption, college towns. Where does Columbia rank? Newberry's got to be top 5. Maybe I'm biased. We partied, bro. We partied in Newberry. Yeah, Columbia is definitely top 3. The schools that matter. I mean, I got to rock with Cola, man, for sure. Yeah, top 5. Yeah, top 3. The number 1. Maybe Conway drinks more. I don't know. Conway does something more. Yeah, they do something more. I don't know if it's drink, but they do something more. I'm going to lose my shit if Del puts that Carolina hat on. I mean, let's see. On my laptop, but I mean, I ain't got a way to play it. So I can hear it. Fox 5 in Atlanta with the track. Toby says, I'm just off chugging in the shower waiting to hear Delp come home. You ever seen the gif where the guy's like crying in the shower, the water's like, that'll be, yeah. I'm gonna mute this on my end. See, we need a chair with a back up here so I can kind of kick the feet up a little bit. Kick the feet up. Show the kicks off in the process. You got it? Yeah. Is it? Hold on, let me see yours. Is he already talking?
It's a great time to get connected to what's going on in your community. Sign up for Fox 5's daily email newsletters like the Morning Brief and get contest updates and breaking news alerts sent straight to your inbox. Sign up now at fox5atlanta.com/email.
We're about to miss the commitment.
We are live incoming tonight at West Forsyth High School. It's home of the Wolverines. It's also home to one of the best tight ends in the nation. It is Oscar Delp. He's going to make his big college decision live here on Fox 5 tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. You can see the hats up there. Michigan, Georgia, South Carolina, and Clemson. He'll be making the call in just a minute. But first, let's get to our recruiting expert, 24/7 Sports, Rusty Mansell. And Rusty, tell me about Oscar. What makes him such a special player?
Nation's #2 rated tight end, 6'5", 227 pounds. All the terms, fluid route runner, catch radius, 78-inch wingspan. He's got it all. He's extremely talented. Easy choice for us for an All-American on 24/7 Sports.
And all these colleges are looking at him pretty hard, right?
35 plus offers. It comes down to these four. Somebody's about to get a extremely talented football player.
All right, Oscar, it is your time.
First, I want to thank everyone for going out tonight. I'm extremely blessed to be in the position I'm in today. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for everything He's done for me. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my family for believing me and being there every step of the way this journey. Additionally, I'd like to thank all my current and former coaches, teammates, friends, and teachers
I'm watching
who
the
believed in me
announcement.
and
I haven't
helped
seen it live yet.
into the player and person I am today. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to every college for recruiting me and giving me the opportunity to play at the next level. With that being said,
I'm watching it live. I want to see it for myself.
University of Georgia.
So Oscar Delp has officially picked University of Georgia. That's fine. Hey, like I said, if you got nothing nice to say off social media, we'll win with him. We'll win without him. We'll kick ass with him, and now we're just going to kick his ass. So all good. Hey, he's a 4-star tight end. It's all good. It is what it is. Wish him well. Best of luck. His decision. I'll tell you this, too, before we get off. I appreciate the recruiting efforts of Eric Kimry, Shane Beamer, all the Gamecocks fan base that pushed for this kid, that pushed for that movement and commitment. Best of luck to him. And like I said, we'll beat his ass when he comes to Columbia next year. So all good stuff. All good stuff. Again, guys, appreciate it. On that note, we'll close it out. Like I said, stay off of Twitter. Bad place to be tonight, especially with that. All good. Again. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up. So appreciate y'all tuning in digitally. Thank you so much. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Tin Roof, 50-cent wings, $3 drafts. Y'all have fun if you're going to the center tonight. Be safe. Call an Uber. Tip your bartenders, except J-Mo. Don't give him shit. He don't need anything else. Nah, appreciate y'all, man. Take care of your people tonight. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the engagement. Rocking with us. All we got's all we need. I'll leave you with that. Gamecocks taking on Vandy this weekend. Let's have a weekend. Great night to have a night, and it will be a great night. I can assure you of that. It'll be a great weekend as well at Union Stadium. Hope to see you there. We'll see you next week at Tin Roof. Sound guy Phil, send us off. Let's go.